Morning. This is Cassandra. This is your morning meditation, and we are now in the time of the year that we devote to butterflies and birds, words, and connectivity. Welcome, Gemini. The sun just moved into the sign of Gemini about a half an hour ago. Good morning, Paula, Jody. So take your periscope, your telescope, and identify where Gemini falls in your chart. Good morning, all those beautiful familiar faces, and Terry and Rhonda and Paula and Marty and Jody, and thank you for being here. It means a lot to me. So now that we're in Gemini, we're in the mutable time of the year. Mutable time of the year means everything and anything can go. It's a change time, which is interesting because we're talking about phases with the pandemic, and we are in, I don't know what they're calling it, the mitigation phase, or the phase where things begin to readjust into the new normal. And so for today's meditation, I checked the moon, and the moon said this. The moon's Sabian symbol said that in this moment, the symbol is a sleigh without snow. A sleigh without snow. Good morning, Christy and Pam and Ariel and Carolyn. A sleigh without snow, Shirley Ann and John and Christy. What might that mean? It's like an economy without businesses being opened. It could mean that. It could mean a summer without festivals. It could mean a Memorial Day weekend without barbecues. Hi, Connie. Isn't that amazing? Hi, Jan. So we make the best of what we're going through. Oh, John, let me explain. So in every moment, we have Sabian symbols, which are esoterically derived word pictures. Words are very important, especially during this time of the year. Hi there, Patty. And we've got our word picture for this moment when we are moving through the energy today in the next 2 hours of 7 degrees of Taurus. And 7 degrees of Taurus equals the symbol of a sleigh without snow. I would suggest anyone go online and just Google Sabian symbols. And I would really do a shout out to my friend Linda Hill. That's with a Y, by the way. She's an Australian lady who has very easily reinterpreted the original symbols of 1928 in 21st century language, because some of the language is rather obtuse and very 19th century when the people involved, Mark Edmund Jones and Elsie Wheeler, were meditating. And yes, can be added anxiety. Yes, my dear Jody. So they were meditating. They got these symbols together. And thank you. I'm glad that you understand. So Sabian symbols, like the drum set, if you're a musician. I have a really cool shirt that says Sabian, but it's not for the symbols. It's for, I think, drums. So in any case, all of us have Sabian symbols. And one of my Sabian symbols, believe it or not, my major one in my house of career, can't make this up, is constellations in the night sky. Wow, right? So in any case, in this moment when we do our meditation, the meaning of that symbol, we look at that psychologically and spiritually, the meaning. A sleigh without snow says to us, let's envision a future when we have the snow. Let's use our imagination to go beyond the realities of the moment and get beyond the now and go to the future. Which makes me think of this. Gemini, where we are now living in the next 29 days, the Gemini cycle, is very much about the now. Everyone is an Eckhart Tolle fan. If you're not, run out and get his book, read the first page, and you'll get the essence. He basically says, Be in the now. I'm not being disrespectful. He's a wonderful writer. He's a wonderful spiritual teacher. I really, really encourage you to investigate Eckhart Tolle's. It's a classic, right? The Power of Now. In my estimation, Gemini is the power of now. So, for example, when we are in the now and doing our meditation, we are in the moment. We're not thinking about the economy or the virus or why we can't go on our family reunion because everything's shut down, or the wedding that's been canceled. Our mind is not littered with anxieties. We're not cognitively worried. We're in the present moment. And that's one of the benefits of meditation, right? And so in this moment, with this particular creative Sabian symbol, it's asking us not to be in the now, but to go in the future, because a sleigh without snow is telling us what our deficits are in this moment, but someone can always believe and always go forward in their mind's eye, right? So the opposite to Gemini is Sagittarius. I'm giving you a real astrology lesson now, aren't I? Well, Sagittarius, the polar opposite of Gemini, is the arrow, the centaur, half man, half beast, who plucks that arrow way into the future. So Sagittarius is the sign of hope and tomorrow. Is little orphan Annie saying, tomorrow, tomorrow, right? So that's what balances being too much in the now. I mean, if we're sitting around meditating all day and just being in the now, don't be surprised if the wolf comes at your door and says, well, not anymore, right? If you owe rent, it doesn't matter. But don't be afraid that tomorrow won't take care of itself. We need balance. Astrology is all about balance. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful language, my friends. On Facebook, I'm going to re-offer my beginner's astrology class. It starts on Tuesday. I have to start it under a new moon, right? Under a new phase. And we're going to really focus, even if you've taken astrology before, our narrow focus is on the dance of your sun and moon. And I invite you to investigate that possibility of learning a good amount of astrology before or by summer. So that would be my promise to you, to give an in-depth workshop, online of course, about astrology, but it's all about you. We're going to really put our telescopic minds on your own chart so you really get it. So that's starting on Tuesday. All right, enough of all that, my friends. I forgot to put my music on, but fortunately it's within an arm's reach. So right now the Taurus moon is coming up against the Gemini sun, and we're in the phase that's called balsamic. Good morning, Kathy. Hi, Shirley Ann. Hey, John, Christy. I think I said hi to everybody. I hope. Pia, hello. Mary Jo, Kimberly. Missy, nice to see you. Okay, I want to address the anxiety for a moment. When we are in a closing cycle, this happens once a month. It's called the balsamic cycle. It's like we look outside. There's no moon. We're in the dark of the moon. So the moon, which is our unconscious emotional body, is communicating to all of us that things are coming to an end. So this is the beginning of the end, with, at least in New York State, we're in phase 1. And listen to words, by the way. Phase 1 in New York State, for example, basically says construction workers can now work. But nothing else has really changed. We still don't have our snow. We still don't have our mobility, our legs, to move about the business of business. During Gemini, plus the nodal shift in Gemini, plus Venus in Gemini, retrograde, is making us go back and really listen to the words used out there and inside of ourselves. I know, it is so crazy, right? And, oh, Michelle, nice to see you. Simple thing, if you guys want a reading, just go to my website under Book Now. I think I have a Book Now here, even on this Facebook phase too. Would love to see you. And we can Zoom. And the new technology makes everyone get a nice little recording of their reading. Isn't that cool? Okay. What time next Thursday? Oh, on Tuesday. It starts on Tuesday, Carm, at 7 p.m. for the next 5 Tuesdays. We will be meeting. So in any case, what we've got going here is this anxiety of the moon coming up against the sun. And we are feeling that anxiety of finishing up everything we need to finish up. That consciously or unconsciously, it's consciously if you use the astrology, on April 22nd, you set into process some goals. So now our inner self, our spiritual self is saying, man, I didn't complete that. I didn't do that, right? So that creates anxiety, which is very different than worry. Anxiety is like this fire-derived emotional state, which is more of a physiological state. Worry is like when you're ruminating over and over and over and over, I can't get something accomplished. Slightly different states. And fear is something altogether. Fear is paralytic, right? Can't move. So we are more likely to feel anxious. And here's the punchline of the moments, my friends. Please, this is the most important part of my little discussion here. The most important part. Between now, Sun is in Gemini, between right now and the new moon, which takes place at 1:39 p.m., that's Eastern Daylight Time, so you can do the adjustment, on Friday. So the new moon's on Friday. So between right now and Friday afternoon is the time to let go, surrender, and I love this expression, let go and let God. It's out of your hands. You've done what you could. You haven't completed everything. That's okay. You get to reinvent yourself on Friday afternoon at 1:39. One of my teachers always said, though, the anxiety comes from you don't want to bring into the next cycle a lot of unfinished business. So between now and Friday at 1:39, you might be a little bit more hepped up to take care of the tasks that you promised yourself you'd do way back when on April 22nd. So it goes. We reinvent ourselves each and every month, and we reinvent ourselves in Gemini, which I'll be talking a bit more about most likely on Friday. All right, and I'll be talking a whole lot about tonight at the 8 o'clock meeting here on Facebook, which I do, the Cosmic Connections. All right, friends. Boy, I've been chatty. I'm sorry. There's just a lot to say, and I'm just mimicking my South Node in Gemini, which is chatty. Goes all over the place. But for this moment, let's go to the now. Let's be Eckhart Tolle and start breathing. And you know, it's so interesting to me. Oh, one more thing. Gemini rules the breath. When we are getting into a meditative state, what do? We breathe. The lungs are ruled by Gemini. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath. Exhale completely. Another nice deep, full breath. Holding the breath to your comfort level. Exhale completely. Get comfortable. Rearrange. Inhale deeply. Hold, exhale completely. And begin to close your eyes, go into your sacred spot, your sacred place. Go within deeply. And become mindful of your mind. Begin to quiet your mind as you breathe in and as you breathe out. As you breathe in, as you breathe out, Let's open ourselves up to divine protection and relaxation as we envision and imagine the beautiful golden white lights zipping down, down, down from the heavens, filling the top of your head, flushing out toxins, anxieties and fears, and worries and grief and anger. As you see that golden white light in your mind's eye coming down, 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 entering the top of your head, it's very direct, it's very warming, it's very reassuring. And now, a cooling light coming up, up, up from the Mother Earth center, entering your tailbone. As this light flares up, it joins with the golden light so that silver and gold are intertwined across your chest, relaxing the lungs, relaxing and protecting the heart. And let's do a big, tense motion. So tense all the muscles in your body as you inhale and tense, tense, tense. And then notice how your body is able to relax as you let go, relax, and release. Let's go nice and deep today. I'm going to count you down from 10 until 1, and just breathe normally. But as you breathe, every breath you take, every beat of your heart, allows your body to go into a deeper sense of relaxation. 10, 9, relax. 8, relax. 7, more relaxed. 6, relax the pelvis, relax the hips. And 5, relax the hands, the arms, the shoulders. 4, relax, sink down into your seated position. 3, relax, relax. 2, and 1. Your body is relaxed, but your mind is oh so aware and sharp, crystal clear, like a mind that's a receiver. Excellent. Relax, relax, relax. Inhale, exhale. All of us, each one of us, has the ability to think, to be logical, to discern, to analyze. So it's going to be a very simple meditation today as we welcome the Gemini energies. We're going to repeat a certain common and philosophical phrase. And as you breathe in the 2 words, I think, and exhale, I am. I think, therefore I am. And really focus on the actual words inside of your mind. See the words, spell the words, I think, I am, and color the words bright. And let's go through that together. Brightly lit with the colors. First, I think. Red, I am. Now see the words in orange coloring. I think, I am. Inhale deeply, I think. See the words colored in yellow. I am. See the words, the letters, I think. In green, I am. Inhale, see the words, I think, I am, now in blue. And exhale. I think, I am. The color purple. And exhale. Colored purple. And finally in violet. A shade of violet, I think, I am. And then see the words finally written in white lettering, bright white lettering. I think, I am. So along with you, I will now modify my breathing, repeating and seeing these letters and words inside my mind's eye. And if any disturbing or distracting thoughts come in, just come back to the practice of I think, I am. deeply and create the image of those words. I think, therefore I am, emblazoned in your mind's eye. So your breath is creating this amazing, deeply entrenched image of those two phrases. I think, I am, I think, therefore I am. Take a few more deep breaths. Begin to come back into the room totally. Let's bring our hands together, massage our fingers, and placing our hands lightly on our chest. And if it's easy for you to do this, as you open your eyes, place your hands, especially, maybe cup your fingers and place your hands securely on your hip joint and give us a little squeeze. And squeeze out on the hip joint anxiety, anger, and irritation. In universal healing, that's the opposite sign that's being activated by the ingress of the sun into the sign of Gemini today. So, my friends, let's see if there's any other questions. Hey, Sue, hello, hello. Oh, Carm, you are in this group. Absolutely. Good morning, Kari. Got it. And yes, and happy birthday to Kari. Yay. Let go and let God. Great, Carrie Ann. Yeah, it's a really good affirmation today as we get into Gemini. Janelle, hello. Hi, Phyllis. Hi, Jen. Hello, Miss Brendy and Jared. Nice to see you. And Connie, thanks for being here, guys. Raquel, you're welcome. You're welcome. Grateful to you all. So here's a little tidbit. So as we go about our Gemini life, keep in mind that we have to, when someone throws something at you, right, anything at all, take a breath. That's what we learn, right, in Psychology 101, take a breath. I'll think about that. So acknowledge your cognitive brilliance as a human that can think during our Gemini time. I mean, feeling is good, imagination is good, but now we're thinkers. I think, therefore I am. All right. So enjoy. I will be placing this on the on my YouTube channel, as I always do. And please feel free to peruse the other meditations. I try to list them according to signs, so to give you some insight. A couple of words of note. In a couple of weeks, I'll be talking much more about that as we get closer to it. We have some cool Gemini webinars on the 6th and 7th of June, on Saturday and on Sunday the 7th. One is with the wonderful Anne Orderly, talking about Saturn. And me and Patricia Bell and Anne Orderly will be talking about the star point. So that's something to look forward to in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Tonight, I'm going to put something on my Facebook right now. Register for the free Hani class, Laughter and Tears. That's tonight at 6:30 until 7:30. And tonight at 8, I'll be doing more of this. And I'll have my drawing. Just the basket. And then tomorrow night, new moon manifestation class in Gemini, of course. So many, many blessings to you, my friends. Have a fabulous afternoon, and think, and think. All right, see you tomorrow. Many blessings.